No. When she started messing around with my hair, that's when I'm like, she may have to go.
Yeah, that's what
But I
I'm
don't
saying.
agree.
Well, maybe your measurements off.
You can take them if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it could be user error.
Good morning. So today I have an upper body workout. Do a little warm up here. This is just a wooden like broom pole thing. I think I got from like the hardware store because I was doing a program that had like had more um, agility, athletic type of feel to it. I might get back into those programs this upcoming year, but as you may have saw yesterday, me and my husband had a conversation about me uh, jumping programs. However, also came to the consensus that even if I jump programs, the point is you take the numbers and the gains that you made with you, which is like, duh, but I haven't been doing that. I think I only did 9. That's crazy to stop at 9. But I wasn't paying attention. I know what I want to talk about. A couple things I want to talk about in today's video are my lab results, even though I'll go into more detail on my lab results and, well, on my doctor's visit in another video this week. I want to just touch on like where I'm headed with these things. Also, my results from I don't know what the kind of, it's the kind of scale that you hold and it sends the electrode thing through you. I want to talk about those results and show you those results. Okay, and I'm not showing my I'm not talking about my lab work or my results because I feel like, let me tell people my business or whatever. No, it's because I do really truly feel that it's helpful for people. Some people don't go to the doctor. Some people don't have the same kind of doctor that I have. Some people are just getting, if I was just getting the standard tests that are given, I wouldn't have known about my iron because my iron is good. So honestly, even if they did the iron test, which is not one of the routine tests, even if they did that, they wouldn't see that. There's another test that showed that my ferritin, my iron stores are low. And so just being aware that these things are available and that maybe you're having, maybe you're tired or get headaches after working out. Maybe there's somebody whose hair is feeling different, feeling brittle. Maybe there's somebody who's really cold, colder than everybody in their house. And so these are things that they can explore if they so choose to. Maybe there is somebody who has built a lot of muscle and doesn't want to sacrifice that by losing 10 pounds in 1 month and is willing to go slow so that they can keep the muscle that they've gained and have a better physique when they get to the end versus just losing fat and muscle, just losing whatever the scale wants to take. So that's why I share where I'm at. Like, I know that in 90 days, losing 14 pounds is not like, people do that all the time, right? Or do more than that. People do that in a month. However, the fact that I only lost 0.4 pound of muscle, I will never not be happy about that. I'm going to continue to do the same thing I'm doing and just keep building my numbers up, the amount that I'm lifting up, because it's working. So I'm gonna work it. Okay, so I'm about to do overhead press with dumbbells. I've been doing 22, but last time I did 22 pounds in each hand, and I did it for 14 reps, and that's a little high. So I'm gonna try to do 33 and maybe, hopefully, at least 8 reps. But if I can only do 6 or something like that, that's still acceptable. If I can't do at least 6, then I'll probably have to go back down to 22 and just like do 15 reps or something like that. Okay, that's an 8. So that's my new working amount for this, 33, and I can just get that smoother and smoother. Let me get my treadmill and I'll be right here. Walking pad, walking pad. And I want to tell you about, my doctor sent me a note about my labs. So hold on. Put it down. Kaden, put it down. Bring it back. Here, put it in my hand. Where's? Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. These kids is off today for some reason. We'll try to wake him up this morning. Get on. You can go.
I get it.
It's fine. You can leave.
Of course.
Kaden, stop playing with me. And be on your way.
You actually grabbed it.
Be on your way.
Bye.
Bye. Made me forget what I was about to say. What was I going to tell you? Oh, my results. So, let me turn this thing up. It's moving slow as molasses. Alright, so this is what my doctor said about me. You know, I'm just telling you in case you want to talk to your doctor, but your doctor may have different recommendations for you. You know what I'm saying? Based on your lab test and based on your chronic conditions or whatever you got going on. But anyway, she said, so I had sent her, after we got the results of my labs, I sent her, which I should have took them with me, but I didn't. I sent her my supplements, and so she looked at, I sent her pictures of the supplements. And so she said, I see you're taking vitamin D3, 50 mcg, and a vitamin D2, 25 mcg. She said, stop taking them, but my vitamin D level is still quite low. So she said, stop taking the supplements for 8 weeks. Please start 1.25 milligrams of vitamin D3. So milligrams versus mcg, you know, that's more than what I'm taking. So she wants me to take a higher dose of vitamin 3 capsule weekly for 8 weeks. Then after 8 weeks, restart your vitamin D3 tablet. And we will recheck labs in 3 to 4 months. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, because the vitamin D that I'm taking is a part of my multivitamin. So unfortunately, you're not anemic and iron stores have improved. So she said I'm not anemic based on the fact that my iron doesn't move, but my iron stores are low. So she says iron stores have improved, but yet not to goal, because they were 7, now they're 20, but the goal is 30. Really, the goal is probably more than 30, but 30 is a minimum to be in a normal range. So you are scheduled. I scheduled with the OBGYN. We can either continue your daily iron, consider an iron infusion, or wait until management of heavy bleeding with the OBGYN, and see if time will allow iron stores to replenish. Let me know how you would like to proceed. I am considering an iron infusion because I kind of want this fixed, you know, and I've been taking iron supplements for a year, and it took me that long to get to, you know, it doubled, it over doubled. I'm not saying that. So it almost tripled. So my stores almost tripled in a year. So that's great. And time will probably, next year, if I keep going down the same road, it will probably, hopefully, be even better. It should be there. If it did the same thing next year or even a little bit less, I would be where I need to be. So it could be a time thing, but I am considering it. But I might just wait until I see the OBGYN, because it comes down to the fact that I have a fibroid. I don't know if I told you that before, but I have one fibroid. I think I have, but it's a large fibroid, and she is taking from me. She's taking vitamin D, she's taking iron, and she is not like living harmonious with me. Like at first I was cool to let her stay because it's like, you know, pain, okay, I can deal with, you know, monthly pain, that's not a problem. But when I get the fear of finding out that let me say what the second thing that I was willing to deal with, the protruding. So sometimes you'll notice, sometimes throughout the month, my stomach is not as round as it is different times. Like it protrudes because I have that large fibroid in a way that it doesn't when the fibroid is like not as inflamed, depending on where I am in my cycle. So I look different week to week, which everybody does, but it's even more so pronounced. You can see, if you look at my videos, like the roundness changes in the lower part of my belly depending on the day. So I was even willing to let that slide. It became more of a problem as I'm losing weight, because it's like, wait a minute though, you know. But I was willing to let that slide. But when I find out that you are the culprit to my edges coming out and my hair now being thin, when I thought I remembered that my hair wasn't like this, but I wasn't sure. I was trying to convince myself that no, your hair been like this. Maybe you just don't know because you had locks for 7 years. No. When she started messing around with my hair, that's when I'm like, she may have to go. She may have to go. So I'm going to go to the OBGYN and see what she say. I'm not wanting to have any kind of a surgery, but I'm going to go see what my options are. Okay, she also offered genetic testing, but I don't think I'm going to go to that. We talked about that, I think, at some point. She said, yeah, so let me know how you would like to proceed. I'm not sure. And then cholesterol is normal. My cholesterol is normal. My good cholesterol has room for improvement. So my HDLs, the high density lipids, are low, a little low. So I can eat more, I guess, healthy fats, I suppose. White blood cell count, stable. No pre-diabetes. Liver, electrolytes, and kidney labs are normal. So that's what she had to say. So I think where I'm at with it is, I'm going to wait and see about the iron, and then we will see if we need to, you know, because like she was saying, putting a Band-Aid on top of it, like doing an iron infusion and doing all these other things to kind of avoid the core issue, which is the fibroid, is probably not the best course of action.
Oh, that's fascinating.
What
body shape would you say you have?
Like a ruler or a banana or something like that, straight up and down?
So this is saying not that.
What does this say?
Well, cause, yeah, that don't mean, like, straight up and down, you would think it's the same numbers.
But I feel like nobody's gonna be really straight up and down, but it's like, I don't feel like I'm dramatically hourglass.
It's a wider hips compared to both bust and waist. So it says
Right.
Huh?
Right, but
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I mean, it's a little wider, 5 inches.
It says the hips 45 inches are significantly larger than the bust 40 inches, making this closer to a pear or spoon body shape, where the lower body is noticeably larger than the upper. Yeah.
But I don't agree.
Well, maybe your measurements off.
You can take them if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it could be user error. Also, so I'm saying feet shoulder width apart.
Oh, I didn't do all that. Here.
Read the exact. Oh yeah, that's just good too. So you make her 2 to 3 times. We're gonna like hold on. We're gonna stand upright with a relaxed position. So stand with
Like
feet
this?
together.
Yeah.
Feet together. Okay. Put them more together.
All the way?
Much as you can. Yes.
Okay.
That's what together means to me. So I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna wrap it around so I can see. Together, wrap the tape around 8 inches below the waist. The tape should remain parallel. About 44 and a half.
Okay.
All right, let's do the bust. Nope, this is professional. 39 and a half.
Okay.
All right.
I lost a little weight since this morning.
Measure. No, I said weight is carried in hips, thighs, and buttocks.
Right. We knew that though.
Moderately smaller bust and waist. Clothing often fits better for the lower body, but may need tailoring adjustment for the upper body. They saying it's in a triangle
Yes.
or a pear shape. See?
And a pear would mean I'm big down here and I go in up here. I don't agree to be either. Let me see. Okay, so maybe I think of drastic.
Yeah.
I think of a drastic person. Can you bring it? I don't.
Oh.
I'm thinking of like
I'm
I'm feeling like I gotta have
that makes
some
sense.
big old hips.
Well, but comparatively speaking, you do have like narrow shoulders.
I never thought of it that way,
Oh.
but if you say so.
Well, and you thinking about that, not this.
I think I'm thinking. Yeah, I just think I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
In order to be a pair, I'm thinking about like the Fantastic Four mama or something. Is that what it is? Fantastic
Sure.
Four?
No, the
Incredibles or whatever.
Incredibles,
Yeah,
yeah.
that mom.
'Cause
So
that's inverted.
I'm just not a
Right.
dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you're not apparently allegedly the pair that is on TV.
Right.
It's different.
Right.
Because you
But
got significant that quad is adding inches. You know what I'm saying? So
well, I never categorized myself as that. I'm offended. I said I was straight up and down. I'm still gonna say it.
This is a book I've read like probably Audible, read it maybe 3 times, or listened to it 3 times, and read it maybe once this way. But I just keep coming back to it. It's like one of those books for me, like that always is just so timely. But yeah, I'm probably gonna read this one over and over for the next 35 days of the challenge, because it's only 100 pages. I'm gonna make sure there's no rules against it, but that's probably what I'm gonna do just to keep it simple. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Take care.